Every time I drive in the rain, it definitely comes up. It's mostly linked to just driving, especially if I'm driving with anyone else in the car, it'll come up. If I'm just driving by myself, it can come up, but it's just kind of like a, hey, remember that thing? Yeah, so it was like Memorial Day weekend, and me and my buddy David gone up to this, we family friends of this really nice house up in Vermont. So we're driving home, and I remember being really tired on the drive. It starts raining really hard. The road's starting being real slippery, so I was like, all right, I gotta lower the speed a bit, like, cause this doesn't feel safe. As I hit the brake, the tires locked up, we lose traction, and just instantly just start spinning out. It's like one of those blurs. Like, I can see the car spinning, and also Dave was sleeping, so I can, like, I have a snapshot of him waking up, being like, what the heck's going on? And then like a big, huge like impact, and then we're chilling in the ditch, like in between two, like the roads. I'm like looking at Dave, and I'm like, yo, you good? And he's just like completely unresponsive. It was really only like 30 seconds until someone had pulled over and gotten out of the car, and he was like, oh, I'm a volunteer paramedic or something like that. And so he was like, I called 911, like, is he okay? And I'm like, I'm not sure. He's not saying much, so I don't know. But I could see the car. We had hit like one of those big highway signs right on the passenger side door. So like right where he was sitting. So he ended up breaking all the ribs on one of his side, like his whole right side. He broke every rib, punctured I think he punctured his lung, and one of his spleens. And I was physically like unscathed just because of where the hit had been. I didn't really want to share that with Dave, like how guilty I felt, but we're really good friends, so eventually I did. And he ended up feeling guilty as well, because he was like, we were just driving home, and then I woke up and I was in the hospital. That was it for me. Whereas he's like, you have all these clear-cut, vivid memories of the accident, like you were fully present, like you have to see it in your head. There was a long time where like I could barely go out driving if it was raining out. But yeah, definitely a lot of guilt. It's like I didn't do it on purpose, definitely not, but also still am responsible. So it definitely made me value the relationship more. It's kind of like an eye-opener, like, wow, like 9 times out of 10 that probably would have been it. Like he just would have been gone. This is my best friend, so sometimes it'll randomly like pop into my head, like, damn, just imagine if he wasn't here right now and that was on me. It makes you really appreciate things. I'm lucky, like 3 days after the crash, dude just like waddled into my room. When I saw him in person, that was when it was like, okay, I can like breathe now. Made me really think about like what I was doing. I was still working at Wendy's. Kind of made me go, okay, well, everything could just change like in an instant. I'm definitely meant to do more than that. I ended up going back to school after taking a 2-year break. I was deathly terrified of going back to school because I had failed and done so miserably in high school, but after that it was kind of like, okay, well, if I want to do anything with my life, I have to figure out how to go back to school. And it kind of like put things in perspective, like I need to start making changes. No, it needed to happen. I know he looks back on it and is thankful that it happened. And I think I am too, maybe less so than him, just because it, affected us differently, but it did need to happen. Sometimes you need things to wake you up. You can't let the fear of something stop you from doing other things, which might help you or might add to your life, just because that's how you get stuck, and that's how you give power to things that are in the past. Dave's doing better for it, I'm doing better for it, and to get stuck on it would be a disservice to myself and to him.